Lesetja Kganyago. Our reporter Nompumelelo Siziba caught up with David Lipton at the Reserve Bank. She started off by asking him what role the IMF had adopted since the dawn of the global financial crisis.
Well, our role is to try to help the world recover growth. It's been a terrible period of crisis and post-crisis, and we're trying to help the global economy recover. We come to South Africa every year to have policy dialogue, just as we do with all of our other countries. But since we do this with all of our other countries, we try to bring here whatever lessons we can or whatever information we can, so South Africa can understand what might come to South Africa, what policy effects or events may spill over and affect South Africa. So we hope we can help out in that respect as well.
Why do you think South Africa continues to have this perennial problem of unemployment? We've had unemployment problems even before the global financial crisis.
Well, I think that yours is a country that starts with the legacy of apartheid and then is a heavily industrialized country in some parts, but has a very large fraction of the population that's really outside of the formal economy. And so I think you started with a huge challenge, and finding ways to remove structural impediments that will allow the inclusion of more people, the employment of more people, that will allow a faster rate of growth so that living standards can rise more rapidly and approach the living standards of richer countries. I think that's an important challenge.
When you look at the budget announcement made by Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene last week or the week before last, do you get a sense that Treasury is doing enough to deal with the issue of twin deficits?
I think the budget that's been unveiled is a sensible budget. It's trying to balance two things. Obviously, the budget has to be kept under control, but also the policies of government have to be supportive of the economy. And I think that in having some budget adjustment, but also emphasizing capital spending, and the way the budget's been put together is one that draws the balance well.
What criteria do you use to assess a country like South Africa?
Well, we try to do our best to use all of our experience over 60 years, looking at other countries and the problems they've faced and the way that they've overcome those problems, and then come here and understand what is special about South Africa, and there's much that's special. And I think we do that. I think we do that to the best of our ability. You know, typically we would come to a country and look principally at macroeconomic things. What is the budget? What's the monetary policy of the country? But you know, one comes here and one quickly realizes that it's not the budget itself or the monetary policy that's the long-term challenge. The long-term challenge is the growth challenge. How to educate and provide opportunity for people. And we certainly are focused on that. We understand that that's the challenge here, and I think we do our best in any event to provide good advice and suggestions, drawing upon the experiences that we've seen other countries have around the world.
Are you positive about South Africa's future?
I'm very positive. I think this country has tremendous potential, and the potential is in all of its people. And the quicker that South Africa can figure out how to better educate people, give them opportunities, give them the chance to start businesses and to have great jobs, there's no limit to the possibilities here in South Africa.
Lovely.
Well, we'll take a look at more business news coming up after the break. Do stay with us.